guys, so today's video is going to be a tag about books. I don't really normally do tag, but this one is really interesting and I quite liked it and I wanted to talk about books, so I thought okay, let's do it. First question is, what book is on your nightstand now? So I actually have a few books on my nightstand, but it does not mean that I'm reading them. Currently I'm reading Wild by Cheryl Strayed. After watching the movie, I really wanted to read the book and it's not really disappointing me, so that's pretty good. And I'm also reading the journals of Sylvia Plath. Second question is, what was the last truly great book that you read? Okay, I should have prepared the questions before actually really doing it. Okay, so that question is really difficult, but I want to say maybe La Curée by Zola. I read it quite a while ago and I read amazing books after that, but that one book really got me. I like the style, I like the story, I like the characters, and I could not really put it down, so I guess that would be it. If you could meet any writer, dead or alive, oh my god, who would it be and what would you want to know? Well, I want to meet all of them. I think I would want to meet Tolstoy or Rousseau. I think I would love to hear about their thoughts on vegetarianism. I'd love to discuss feminism. I would like to just explore their minds and just listen to them. What books might we be surprised to find on your shelves? I think many books. I think the one that's Comment lire la Bible, which is literally how to read the Bible. People are always a bit surprised when they see things about religion, even though I love religions. Perhaps the book of the 70s about fetishism. I have quite a few books that are a bit bizarre. I have a lot of books about sex, very raw and kind of violent sex. How do you organize your personal library? So the way I organize my shelves and my library is pretty simple. I have books that are fiction and non-fiction, books in English and books in French, books translated into French, like Russian book. I mean, every book that's not in English and therefore I cannot read in their original language. And I have them sorted by countries or by author, like an alphabetical order. And then for the non-fiction, it's by themes like psychoanalysis, religions, politics. What book have you always meant to read and haven't gotten around to yet? Anything you feel embarrassed never to have read? I have started Moby Dick, which I've been wanting to read for a while, and I did really enjoy it, but I could not finish it, so I'm hoping to finish it this summer. One book that I've always meant to read that I've never been able to do was À la recherche du temps perdu, de Proust, and also L'Idiot by Dostoevsky, which I haven't read. And I'm pretty sure there are other books which I really wanted to read and I haven't read, but they don't come to mind right now. Anything you feel embarrassed never to have read? Not really. I don't think you should be embarrassed, but when you're studying literature, at least French literature, there are a few words that come back very frequently, and I haven't read anything by Barthes. So that would be disappointing, overrated, just not good. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but did not? Do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? I do remember the last book I put down without finishing. The last book I put down without finishing it was this one. I think it's called Almost Transparent Blue in English. Just didn't like it. I didn't like anything. It made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't like it, so I did not finish it. A book I should have liked but I really did not like, and that was disappointing and overrated. Disappointing and completely overrated many books in my opinion, like, I'm sorry, but Pride and Prejudice, Jane Eyre, all these books to me are not bad books, but they're completely overrated in my opinion. French literature, I read Le Vice-Consul by Marguerite Duras, and I read a few other little extracts of her work. I find it absolutely horrible. It would have to be it. What kind of stories are you drawn to? Any you stay clear of? That's difficult. I don't think I'm drawn to any kind of stories. It's more about the style for me and the era. And so everything that's in the 19th century, usually I quite like surrealism. So everything that's surrealist I will read and really enjoy most of the time. I do like books that are about traveling. I like books about politics. I like it when it's a lot about, analyzing yourself. I mean, when the character analyzes himself or herself, or when the narrator is really into introspection. Anything I stay clear of. I don't like young adult fiction at all. I like horror and I like science fiction. I don't really like fantasy that much, apart from Tolkien. So I'm staying clear of anything that's young adult. If you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? I'd like Mr. Hollande to read. I think I'd like him to read maybe Eating Animals or something linked to veganism, because I would love him to be a bit more into animal rights. Last question, what do you plan to read next? I plan on reading Lolita in Tehran. I don't know how you say it in English, Tehran, which is about the life of women in Iran. Or maybe finally get around reading the letters of Flaubert, whom I love dearly. So I hope this was interesting for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!